It's time for Ghost and Crendor.
This is Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4 hour recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the next Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Hello.
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 I'm so excited.
Hello.
You seem much more excited than me. Hello.
I don't know.
Huh? Oh my
Whoa.
goodness, Crendor.
Why are you excited?
I have an amazing story to tell you.
All right.
It just happened today,
Okay.
and I've never been more thrilled.
All right.
So, today,
Mm-hmm.
I went to go get coffee.
Okay.
Now, around here, I'm sure I'll get messages about how I have a poor taste in coffee,
Mm-hmm.
but around these parts,
Yes.
it's Starbucks or nothing.
Yes.
This ain't Hollywood. There ain't, like, hipster places called, like, the Percolating Pete's Coffee Shop,
Mm-hmm.
or Slow Roasters,
Yeah.
or bite-size pachyderms.
The roaster brigade.
Yeah, beanos, jalapenos, none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. We don't have any of that.
None of them.
We have Starbucks. That's what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, at my Starbucks today, I was getting coffee, and I was just sitting there waiting in line for my coffee, and a dude rolls in on a motorized wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls up to the counter, slams his fist down the counter with like a $20 bill and goes, I want a venti latte, 6 shots.
Whoa.
So this is, just imagine, it's a a normal latte, but with 6 shots of espresso.
It's a lot of shots.
And I kind of laughed. I was like, oh man, this guy's up to something crazy today. He gets his drink. He goes outside. Well, actually, what happens is I sit there and I watch this deal go down.
Right.
Very impressed by his attitude of, I'm going to get a lot of stuff done today.
Mm-hmm.
So as I sit there waiting with him, he just is fidgeting with like some piece of electronics. I don't know what it was. Like something. I'm not a gearhead. I don't know what he was messing with. But he was sitting in his chair just like, like fixing something. I don't know, like Anakin Skywalker. He was just like,
Yeah.
I'm making a robot. Like whatever he was doing, it was incredible looking.
Yeah.
So I go outside, and right out in front of the Starbucks and the handicap parking space is this dude's ride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced this was a future man. Crendor, I'm going to send you, it's going to be the image of this podcast episode, but
All
I'm
right.
going to send you what this guy was riding around in, because I get why he needed that much coffee, because he's a genius. Because the man is a genius who does not quit working.
All right.
Look
Let's
at
see see this vehicle. What the shit?
Exactly. I think he made it.
That does look like something you could make somehow.
Basically, imagine combining the front of a motorcycle with the back of a trailer.
Yeah.
And then he has a little thing where he wheels up his wheelchair onto the motorcycle trailer bed and then powers it like a motorcycle drives around.
And he even has it to where like the little like ramp you can go up, you can close that. The back.
Right?
Of it.
It's incredible. So I imagine he's just on the freeway, just like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I now get why that dude is drinking so much coffee, because he's creating things I've never seen before. That guy does more stuck in a wheelchair in a day than I do walking around like a schlub. It hit me that man is more productive to society than I will ever be.
Yeah, me too.
And he was like maybe 70 years old. Maybe.
He's even got a helmet. Like he's got his helmet down there.
Right. I was so impressed. I was like, that dude gets it. That guy is the coolest. Once I saw him, I was like, I'm doing stuff today. I'm getting a million things done.
I also point out something.
Yeah.
There is in the car next to him a douchebag, as I like to call him.
No, actually, 2 douchebags. There were 2 douchebags there. Both of them were wearing ridiculous outfits. So you can't really see him in that picture. Actually, let me see if you can. You can't really see him in that picture. But there's 2 douchebags. One is Asian, and one is like the whitest kid I've ever seen. The best part was, you can kind of see the Asian kid. The Asian kid, like a backwards Cali hat, like a fitted white t-shirt, pants that were jeans, but looked like the gene print was like fabricated on it.
Yeah.
So like one of those like stretchy pants thing girls wear, but with gene print, right?
Yeah.
So that was that guy. The white kid had a jacket that had like an Asian tiger on it. And he was wearing a shirt that said like something in Japanese. And I just was like, this is the most LA thing I've ever seen.
That is very LA.
Yeah.
That is like those people sitting right next to a homemade like motorcycle trailer.
When you look at his motorcycle trailer, there's all sorts of cool stuff in there. Is that like speakers? What is in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm so look, dude, I'm so impressed with this.
Yeah, that is speakers.
There's clearly no markings or tags on that motorcycle trailer.
Yeah.
So I feel like he had to have made it himself.
He definitely made it.
He made it himself.
There's the gas cap on the left.
Here's the thing. This picture is amazing because it shows two things. One, this dude, ingenuity, drinking 5-6 shots of espresso at a time, changing the world. Right next to him, two douchebags. Two douchebags who have not contributed to society at all. And then me, the guy standing there, like videotaping all of it. Like, this is great stuff. The internet will love it.
Like, I don't get why people have like the hats and they have like the backward hat and then they keep the sticker on it.
Cause, bro, you got to show them your 50-50, yo.
Yeah.
I don't get it either. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I never will. But I was amazed by that today. And I was like, that changed my day. I saw that dude and I was like, hell, that man made a car. He made a car.
He made a car, dude.
For
a legit awesome car.
He was like, I'm tired of this getting in and out of my wheelchair shit. I don't want to have one of those vans, one of those ugly ass vans where I have to like have a thing come down at the side. He's like, no, man, I'm making a badass hot rod motorcycle that I can wheel my wheelchair up into. And the best part was, again, dude's like maybe 70 years old.
Yeah.
I was super impressed. And he was wearing, just so you're all aware, a Hawaiian shirt. Like a button, like an opened, like hairy chest Hawaiian shirt. It was great.
That's how I actually pictured him.
Yeah. It was incredible.
I want to see a documentary on him now.
Right? I want to find this guy and be like, teach me your ways.
I've just been sitting with mono.
Yeah. You could have been making a car.
Could have been making a car. Or a
I want to
dream.
know how he did it. I need to know all the answers. I saw that guy, and if I wasn't in a hurry, I would have been like, bro, sensei, teach me.
Teach me your ways. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me.
And he would have been like, first, change your name to Doug.
First things first, I'm the realist. Now the second thing. That's about it.
That would be amazing.
Be like, whoa. Awesome.
You are the master.
Awesome.
Yes, that's happened to me. Anything cool happened to you today?
Let's see. Anything cool? Well, it's like,
I mean, since the last podcast, you got super mono.
I did. Since the last podcast, I got super mono. I told the story on Saints Row, but if you don't watch that, I'll tell it again.
No.
So
he got mono, guys. That's all you need to know. He got mono, and then he was misdiagnosed, and then he got drugs, and the drugs didn't work, and then he almost like seized up in his throat, but he's fine now.
Thought I had strep throat, but I have mono. Now I'm fine. Now I'm better.
Yeah.
I'm healing now.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing is you don't want mono. People always they were telling me their mono horror stories. Like, I had mono and I didn't wake up for 8 years. And it's like some other person who's like, I had mono and I couldn't get up off the couch. Or like, I had mono so bad I had to go to the hospital because my throat swelled shut to the point of like I couldn't do anything. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I had mono years and years ago. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have I couldn't move it was literally my throat hurt like horribly. And so I couldn't drink or eat or like if I went like that, it would hurt. Like anything in my throat hurt.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh my God, I can't move or I can't. I guess I lucked out.
Yeah, I think we lucked out. I lucked out.
I guess it's about who you kiss, really.
There's somebody who was like, I got chronic fatigue syndrome from it.
Oh my God.
The fatigue carried over into like a common
thing.
thing.
How do you get rid of that?
I don't know. I don't think you can.
You're just chronically fatigued?
You're just chronically fatigued.
My God. Can't you like get inhalers or something that like expand your lungs? Because isn't it
I
something to
don't
do with
know.
like your? I don't know medicine.
I'm not a doctor and don't know medicine, but
But I do have a lot of conjecture on the issue, and I feel like just get an inhaler.
I think we lucked out. I think it just means we lucked out. We're not chronically fatigued or dead.
Yes, that's true.
So
We lucked out. We made it through. We're alive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the most you can ask for, I guess.
Last week was the worst. I was like it was like Saturday, and I couldn't even sleep because like the pain just so bad because you try to sleep and you're like breathing, or like maybe you snore a bit and it's just like, and then it like hurts your throat even more, and then it's like super painful, and you gotta keep taking the Advil every like 4 or 5 hours, and you're just like,
I hate when the doctor's like, look, you don't need any more medication. Just take some like Tylenol or Advil or something. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's like, no, doc, I need that, man. I need those drugs, man.
Give me the drugs.
He's like, no, you're getting better. You're getting like, I don't feel better, man. Give me those drugs, doc. And he's like, you're fine.
Yeah, I was trying to, you know what I was thinking? While I was sick and in pain, I was like, I would trade this for another illness. I would have traded it for like maybe 2 weeks of a broken leg.
What? No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't have.
Why not?
Are you a broken leg?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to move.
I'll sit at the computer.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to move.
Well, like you could hobble.
Oh my God, no! Then you have that awful crutch like rash and that's the worst.
Oh, crutch rash.
Yeah, because you have to put those crutches. Then you have to wrap the towels around the crutches because it rubs against.
Sounds
your,
like you broke
underarms.
your leg.
No, I've been lucky. Knock on every piece of wood. I've never broken anything in my entire life.
I haven't either.
But I've had friends who have, and watching them suffer, I'm like, nope, don't want that any old day.
Maybe that's what bonds us deep down, is that we haven't
deep
broken
down.
any bones.
Yeah, deep down, all of our bones are whole.
Yeah. Who
Unlike
knows?
those brokies, unlike the brokies out there.
Typical brokies.
Yeah, we are whole. We are whole boned.
Yeah.
You know what it is? We drink our milk, get our dairy.
Yeah. We get our dairy. I drink my almond milk.
That's
eat
not
my yogurt.
dairy.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Almond
almond
milk.
milk is almonds.
But it's got calcium.
Doesn't mean it's dairy though.
But it's like dairy.
It's our like dairy diet. Our diet of like dairy products has kept us like full boned.
Oh yeah, you know what I listened to? I was listening to the Coast to Coast AM.
Yes.
'Cause I was listening to the prediction shows.
Oh, you know what? I totally missed out. Every year, for those who don't know, every year at New Year's, they do prediction shows. And the day before, they go over all the predictions they had last year, and if any of them are true.
Yeah.
And 99% of them are not.
Yeah.
And then the next episode, they make new ones. And they have literally just random people call and be like, George, in summer of 2016, Barack Obama will reveal himself to be the Antichrist. And George is like, all right, I'll put you down. It's really funny.
I was listening to him go through the old ones from last year, and he's like, so let's see, Jim from Wisconsin said that something bad would happen this year. He's like, I think we've had a few bad things happen this year. It's very true. And I was like, all right. And then,
There's always a few that are like, in the months of August to December, there will be an earthquake of a magnitude 4 or above. It's like, well, no shit.
yes.
Of course there will. There always is.
But
Many
the
times it just doesn't affect people because, like, in the middle of the ocean.
The difference is that I had a dream about it from God.
Those are my favorite ones, is when they're like, George, I'm calling in because I had a dream. And in that dream, I saw the fires of hell raise up, and in their place, Hillary Clinton. It's like, yep. You got it. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's the devil. And she's just waited all this time to reveal herself. She's playing the long
I knew
con.
it all along. I knew it back in 1996, I tell you.
Yeah, that's why I was against her then. That's why I'm against her now, George.
Very, very interesting call. We're going to move on now, though.
There's always a few people that are like, this is the year they take our guns.
This
Like,
is it.
no,
The final
no, it's
strike.
not.
Hold strong, Coast viewers. Hold strong.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great. Aliens, there's always a few people who are like, aliens finally reveal themselves to the world. And every year he goes back the day before and reads them, and they're all like, this year, aliens will reveal themselves. Nope. This year, Bigfoot will be found to be real. Nope.
It's like it is, but we already know Bigfoot's real, George.
Although one year there was a person who did predict the tsunami in Japan.
Oh, whoa.
I think so. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Out of all the predictions, it's a 4-hour show.
Yeah.
That's been done, and this prediction show has been done numerous times over the years.
Yeah.
You have to figure eventually one person would get something right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I believe they're psychic. I just believe that they got one thing right. Like, one person nailed it, and everyone else was still very, very wrong.
Yeah.
But you know that person's, like, has a business now, and George is calling them, like, today I'm calling Glendilla the psychic. Glendilla. She's like, remember that time I predicted Tokyo?
Well, Glendilla, you also made 500 other predictions that were false.
It's only about the one you get right, George. Sometimes, my favorite is when they have psychics on and they're like, George, the future can change. Sometimes we see things that don't happen because someone's changed the reality. Like, yeah, no, that's it. That's why.
The reasoning.
Yeah.
It makes sense when you really think about it.
Yeah, when you're crazy, it makes perfect sense. All right. What say you we move on to the news?
What say you?
Okay, let's go to chapter 7 of the sky. Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Traffic today, flying over the Midwest. It is very cold. Very cold. In fact, it is like 0 degrees out here. And cars are freezing on the highway. One just froze right now. That's unbelievable. It appears that John Ramirez and Christian Hill have both gotten out of their cars, and they're riding horses. They're riding horses all the way to their work or school location, but oh no, the horses have frozen. The horses have frozen solid, and now it is windy out there. It is very cold, very windy. They're getting frostbite. They too are now freezing into blocks of ice, but sadly, because of legal and legality reasons, we are not able to help them. We could help them. We were about to help them, but we cannot. So back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to the weather desk with Crendor. How's that weather?
Weather, well, let me tell you what, it's cold.
That's what we heard from Crendor in the helicopter.
I bet it. She's out there in that cold. That's gonna catch up to you one day. So let's head out. Let's head down to Odes, Aura, Indiana.
Aura, Indiana.
Aura, Indiana, where it feels like 6 degrees.
Wow. No, thank you.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks, even though it's like that here too. But it feels like -7. Feels like -7. We got some wind, 8 miles per hour. Western wind, if you look outside, you got some west wind, not east. East tends to bring a little more humidity. 69%
Is that true? Is that
humidity.
true? Or are you just making stuff up?
No, it's true, dude.
What? Wait, how's that true?
Well, because of the lakes.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah.
I'm Googling this.
-2 degree Fahrenheit dew point, 30.37 inches of pressure out there, 9-mile visibility, and a UV index of 0. Tomorrow, however, it's going to get up to the 20s and might snow. So that's good. Gave Whoppy the day off today. He deserved it after his hard work lately. You find it? Did you find it?
I don't know. I found a thing called weather lore that I'm interested in.
Weather lore.
Yeah, weather lore.
What's that?
It says seaweed soaks up something that makes it more humid, but okay. All right. Weather lore.
Weather lore.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailor's warning.
I've heard that before. As a
Red sky
sailor.
in the morning or evening is a result of high pressure, air molecules scatter, blah, 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 blah. This doesn't tell me anything. Low pressure, calm conditions, a ring around the moon, humidity indicators. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Moisture in the air causes wood to swell, making doors and windows sticky. What does this have to do with anything?
That's why I got sticky doors.
Maybe that is. Maybe that is. Early morning rain, onion skins? What? Weather
Onion
lore
skins.
stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if this is true either. I just made it up.
I didn't learn anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I was just making it up.
What is going on in sports?
Sports. Right now, we got some intense sports action. Over the weekend, NFL playoffs happened.
Yeah, it did. Boo! The Steelers almost
I
had
agree.
it.
Boo!
They
Packers
almost
had it. So New England beat Kansas City. Dumb. Denver ended up beating Pittsburgh.
Boo!
Carolina beat Seattle. That's good. Seattle doesn't get to go back for like the third year in a row.
Yeah, screw Seattle. Get out of here, Seattle. No one
Get
likes
outta
you
here.
except people from the West Coast. All
Yeah.
people from the West Coast love you, and I don't like it.
And Arizona beat the Packers in a crazy game.
And screw Arizona.
Yeah.
Just the state in general.
Yeah. It was a crazy game, though. Aaron Rodgers had another Hail Mary touchdown at the end. I went crazy.
I saw you going crazy.
Yeah. And then they lost in overtime. And then I was like, this is stupid. This is dumb.
Yes. Your salt levels were very high.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's sports.
Sports. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
That's a great question. Let's see.
Have
Let's
you
go
not
to our-
looked this information up?
I have not.
Wow.
But
wow.
we are at the main source right now. Let's see. What do we got here? Comedian with hidden camera gets a gun without ID in under 5 minutes. That's not funny. Let's see. Woman asks Italian fire crew to cut her free from chastity belt after losing key. Interesting.
That's actually pretty great. What about this story? Florida man who wanted to time travel crashes car through strip mall. A Florida man who said he wanted to time travel drove his car through a Pensacola strip mall Sunday morning, police said. The as-yet unidentified man rammed his Dodge Challenger into advanced tax services on North Davis Highway at 10:50 a.m., according to the Pensacola Police Department. A photo from the scene published on Where TV shows the white sedan covered with debris in the back of the building. Driver wasn't injured, and the property was fortunately empty at the time. The apparent effort was to copy Marty McFly from Back to the Future, and it didn't work. Cops said the driver was taken to a nearby facility for evaluation. No charges were filed?
What?
If this had happened on a weekday and someone had actually been in one of these cubicles, it would have been very tragic. That's it? That's the article?
What?
Wait, no charges were filed?
There's got to be more to this story.
Wait. Yeah, there has to be.
Why wouldn't there be charges?
Yeah, we need an all right, I'm going to look for the most updated version of this story.
Find the update. There's got to be something involved.
Maxim Magazine has the information we need, I think.
Excellent.
A lot of half-naked women on this page, but I feel like there's a story in here somewhere.
There's a story right there.
Nope, there's no story, just half-naked women. Maxim?
What? I expected more from Maxim.
I like the Huffington Post version of this story because it doesn't just say time travel. It says Pensacola man trying to create time portal. 3 businesses are moving to new offices after a car attempting to time travel drove through 2 of them, police said. A Dodge Challenger, okay, we know that stuff. It looked like a bomb went off, said General Manuel. General Manuel? Said General Manager Emmanuel Moore.
General Manuel reporting for duty, sir.
I was mad, then eventually I was happy no one was hurt. That was my biggest concern, because, if anyone was hurt, anybody could have died or whatever, Moore said.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. Someone could have died or whatever. I'm trying to find the most All right, I'm going to go.
Is that all they had too?
Yeah, no one has. I feel like no one's giving this story the real in-depth coverage it deserves.
Yeah. There's got to be some more to the maybe he was just arrested just because?
Well, I'm looking in the past week if there's any more information. Well, there's Florida man gets DUI after nodding off and talking about drive-through.
I mean,
I mean, Florida man sets his own car on fire because he didn't like it. Oh my God. I don't know how to even. Florida man uses wife as mop.
What? All right. Okay. All right.
What? I can't even.
We need the beat.
I can't even get to the first sentence. Okay. Here's the article.
All right.
Man used wife's head as a mop.
Right.
When we came across the story, we first thought, oh, dear God, he cut off her head and put it on a stick and used it as a mop. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. This is still a pretty terrible story, but it could have been much worse. Fruitland resident Keith Davidson, 46, woke up last Sunday sometime afternoon and wanted to make himself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but soon discovered he was out of jelly. He then decided to lash out at his wife. During the argument, the wife went to get the peanut butter, but accidentally knocked over a glass of milk. Davison pushed her on the floor and mopped it up with her hair. That's when she called police.
All right.
The victim, whose name hasn't been released, told the news organization that this isn't the first time her husband has used her hair as a dish rag.
What?
You can love someone with all your heart, but if they're not going to be good for you in your life, it's time to just say goodbye. That's what the victim. That's the last thing the victim said. Look, there's a good moral there. Is she's absolutely right.
The first time they used the mop as a head.
Used her head as a mop. Yes. Used her mop as a head. This is my real wife now. He starts kissing the mop.
Head.
I love you, mop head.
I love you, mop head. That's forgivable. Second time, that's a warning. Third time, this 3 strikes, you're out at that point.
Oh my goodness.
And how does that happen? What was the other thing she spilled that he
That's
hinted?
it? Oh, it doesn't say.
Was it more? But does he love peanut butter and jelly that much?
Maybe.
I mean, he's very mad about peanut butter and jelly. I don't think I've ever
gotten
that emotional over a peanut butter and jelly. Have you?
I'm just no. I've never cared that much about peanut butter and jelly in my life. I'm sitting here trying to find more ridiculous articles.
I found one.
Uh-huh.
Lotto's loser Powerball reimbursement fund raises $800 on GoFundMe. The unlucky woman said she spent a fortune on tickets while expecting to win the money. A GoFundMe account set up for a woman who claimed to have blown her entire savings on Powerball tickets has been shut down, despite raising $800 in 7 hours. A person by the name of Cinnamon Nicole set up a campaign page saying she expected to win the $1.5 billion. When she and her family spent a fortune on lottery tickets last week, despite there being a 1 in 292 million chance of actually winning. Please help me and my family as we have exhausted all of our funds. We spent all of our money on lottery tickets, and we are now in dire need of cash. I'm certain we'll be able to pick ourselves up from the trenches of this lost, sick, and spend another fortune trying to hit it big again.
I like how the lesson she learned was, look, we can come back from this and then spend even more money on this exact same stupid thing.
Instead of just, saving it.
I actually read an article the day of the $1 billion lottery.
Yeah.
That was, what if you bought every single combination of ticket?
Yeah.
And so it was this huge in-depth article. So if you bought all 292 million or whatever the crazy number was, combinations of this ticket, one would clearly win, right?
Yeah.
Like the odds would be one would win.
Mm-hmm.
So then that money times 2. So you're already spending roughly a little under 6 million.
Yeah.
Or 600 million. So you already spent. So if you're a billionaire, you've already spent $600 million to win another billion, right?
Yeah.
Then the assumption is you're the only winner. Then the assumption is you are depends on what taxes there are and what state you're in, and if you hit like, because some states don't have like the double bonus, like there's all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
And so there's this ridiculous thing, like basically you'd make a profit, but it would be maybe like $100 million. And then they're like, factor in the time and energy to create all of those numbers to ensure that you haven't put anything in twice, that you're not missing a combo. You'd have to have people working like every day, 24 hours a day for like a whole staff doing this.
Yeah.
And then run up to the lottery in the time between the last lotto drawing and the next lotto drawing. So like, it's insane. It's all luck and it's all just crazy randomness. So there's no one, you can't beat the system. It's impossible.
It's literally not worth playing at all.
Yeah. You could take that money and do a million things better with it.
Well, here's someone that did something better with this money. Business genius gets town buzzing by selling sex toys at food cart. Sex sells. We all love it. We love it more than we actually show it, he says.
Yep.
A food cart in Evansville, Indiana, is causing a buzz because it sells sex toys along with chips, sodas, and hot dogs. Quan Dixon, who owns and operates...
The man knows the community.
He owns and operates Pop's Popcorn and Cougar Daddy's Food Cart. Said the sex toys he peddles along with the snack foods are keeping business humming along. Sex sells. We all love it. We love it more than we show it, he told the television station. Is sex selling in Evansville? Yeah. More peace. More kids. More peace. It'll settle everybody down.
Get them all sexed up. It'll be great.
Dixon told the station that sex toys sales help boost food sales. You gotta have something afterwards, he says.
I agree.
Business was pumping at the sex toy food truck until the TV station came out with its report. But Dixon's business model may have rubbed some Evansville officials the wrong way. The story apparently aroused the interest of detectives who shut down the sex toy food truck because of out-of-date city permits. It seems that Dixon's permits didn't mention he was selling sex toys. Things were back on track by Friday morning. Dixon posted this on his Facebook. I'm legal. Here's proof. Sorry for the toys, but don't bash me for that. We have liquor stores still around schools. Where's the news on that? We have crack pipes next to fried chicken at gas stores. Where's the news on that? We still have ice on the ground, and I have been paying taxes for 28 years. Where is the news on the city cleaning the streets? I'm trying to put a little buzz in your life, and you go crazy.
I get this guy. I get this guy so much.
You gotta. And Dixon also took advantage of his newfound infamy to do some more marketing with a Facebook video advertising his wares.
Do we have that video?
We have that video.
Oh my God. Crendor, can we watch that video?
We can watch that video right now.
Link me that video so quickly, please.
Here is the video.
Oh my God. He's selling things to yeah, no, this is amazing.
He knows what he's doing.
Here's the problem, though. He made a video where he's selling sex toys, but it's for the same sex toy, just different colors.
Yeah, it's literally the same one with different colors.
He's horrible at marketing. Sir, you had us. You had us, and you're horrible at it.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. He literally was like, look at this one. And look at this one. It's the same one. But look at this one. It's the same one again. This chrome one's for the crazies.
Speaking of sex toys, though, here's another headline. Butt plug bandit says he was too embarrassed to buy one. Christopher Masters was a bit too embarrassed to bring his purchases to the cashier at the Spencer's gift shop in Vero Beach, Florida. So instead, he shoved the screw butt plug and stroker can down his khaki shorts and tried to steal them back on December 10th. Bad idea. Masters was caught by employees and arrested. He acknowledges that he had the money to buy the two items, but simply was too embarrassed to pay in person.
Of course.
Masters was charged with a single count of shoplifting and was released after posting $500 bail. Hopefully he's learned the lesson timid folks everywhere already know. Buy your sex toys online.
It's true. Or from
and then immediately under that, woman arrested for beating husband over his farts.
What? We've been missing out on all the news.
Doc Mickles' husband was farting in bed, so who could blame her for trying to get him to stop? She began elbowing him, but her husband kept mining for gas. So Michael, 55, kept punching and kicking. The skirmish turned into a full-fledged fight after Michael's husband attempted to restrain her. The man eventually received about 7 to 8 scratches on his chest and had his shirt torn in 3 different places. Michael was charged with domestic battery. Don't fart on your lady, guys.
Don't fart.
Just don't fart on your lady.
Yeah. Otherwise you may end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go from here.
All right, well, that's it then.
It's just a string of news stories. It's like a combo breaker. Just knocked me out.
Yeah, Crendor's done. I mean, we could do police taser woman who was just trying to sleep pantsless in a grease dumpster.
All right, we got to do that one. That's all I was trying to do.
The article starts, in case you're wondering, yes, a grease dumpster is exactly what it sounds like. It's a dumpster where a restaurant disposes of used grease and cooking oil. The incident happened on Fort Myers Beach at Lani Kai, an infamous Polynesian-themed resort and nightlife hotspot. Lee County Sheriff deputies came across Anna Marcia Schinkel at 2 a.m. She was sound asleep, curled up inside the Lani Kai's grease dumpster. Her shirt was on, but her pants were around her ankles. Naturally, she was also covered in grease. A deputy tried to wake her, but Schinkel was apparently having the sleep of her life inside that dumpster. She told deputies, "Go fuck yourself," and threatened to cut them the fuck up. The fire department showed up and tried to remove Schinkel from the dumpster, but the rescuers soon learned it's difficult to get a hold of a woman covered in grease. She held onto the dumpster and wouldn't budge. Deputies warned Schinkel she'd be tasered if she didn't calm down, but she remained aggressive and received a shock.
Now, this sounds like a woman that used drugs.
Possibly.
I'm gonna have to go out on a limb.
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh my god, I found another one. All right. Woman allegedly,
of course,
stripped naked, punched customer at Waffle House. 2 eggs, hash browns, toast, and 1 very naked customer. A Georgia woman is accused of ditching her clothes and unleashing a rampage at a Waffle House. The accused stripped of all her clothes in front of Waffle House staff patrons during a suspected excited delirium state. An arrest warrant obtained by the newspaper states Jennifer Mary Nicholson allegedly punched another customer in the nose and heaved several platters at people in the restaurant around 10:30 p.m. She is also accused of throwing a plate at a window. Nicholson is charged with aggravated battery and criminal damage to property, simple assault, obstruction, simple battery, and public indecency. In other news, Waffle House, 2 employees at an Arkansas location were recently fired after they were caught on camera using kitchen equipment to style their hair.
Yep, that sounds about right. It is Waffle House. Here's my problem with all this.
Mm-hmm.
The news doesn't get to the bottom of the story anymore. I want to know why she was getting naked.
Yeah, like,
what
why
happened?
Is she doing this?
Why did they interview this woman? What happened in her life that made her go, like, you know what? I'm done with clothes.
These are the hard-hitting questions.
And I'm going to start throwing shit. What happened in her life?
Yeah. The news media has fallen apart. The internet's made them lazy.
Yeah. It's all about the headlines. It's not about the article anymore. No one digs in for the real stories. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. We're the investigators.
Yeah. I just found a new thing that I'm going to investigate when we end here. It says here, University of Miami sorority recruitment video is the most insane thing we've ever seen. And it's just a bunch of half-naked chicks. So I'm going to look into that, guys.
All right.
And I'll get back to you next time.
I'll report on whether or not you have gotten that information.
I will let everyone know. All right. Thank you guys for listening, watching wherever you are. And that's it for us. We'll be back next time, as always. To be continued.